Archangel Michael says, "Dear friend, it is with great joy that I know you have finally gained access to this message. I have waited exactly 21 days to share something that will completely change your perception of your life. I can assure you that tears will come when you hear what I have to reveal, but it is essential that you remain here. For this revelation has a limited time in which to be received. Stop everything right now, even if only for a few moments. I am not asking for your time, I am asking for your essence. What I am about to reveal is something that the heavenly realm has whispered in your ear every night while you slept. Have you been feeling that strange sensation, a slight tremor in your chest, that silence that suddenly seems to reveal truths? None of this was mere coincidence. It was my presence. It was heaven. It was divine love trying to dispel your pain and touch your spirit. At this moment, I need you to stay with me. Don't scroll away. Don't abandon this message, because if you leave now, you may lose the only answer your soul has been secretly asking for. There is someone in the higher dimensions, someone who used to hug you when no one else was around, someone who wiped your tears or made you laugh until you forgot the hardships of this world. And that person begged me to deliver this message, especially to you. Yes, your name was mentioned yesterday at 3:11 in the morning, echoing through the portals of eternity. That person declared, "Please, if you hear anything today, let it be this." And I, Archangel Michael, promised that I would not rest until this revelation reached you. It is not a mere coincidence. It is sacred. It is your divine encounter with healing, truth, and complete revelation. You have been feeling exhausted lately, haven't you? Not the kind of fatigue that a good night's sleep can solve, but the exhaustion that weighs on your soul, the weariness that permeates even your happiest moments, like a shadow that haunts your happiness. You have been smiling, but only to a certain extent, laughing, but with a secret doubt as to whether anyone really sees you for who you are. Oh, dear soul, heaven sees you, God sees you, I see you. And most importantly, something extraordinary is about to happen. That is why I was sent. There is a transformation taking place in the kingdom above you at this very moment, and before it reaches your life, you needed this warning, this comfort, this absolute truth. Something happened 3 weeks ago. Do you remember? Is that peculiar? Feeling that little incident that may not have seemed relevant at the time, but left you wondering, why did that happen? Who was that figure? What was that dream trying to tell you? It wasn't just life following its random course. It was divine synchronicity. It's part of the reason why I was assigned to find you before it's too late. I was told that you would disregard this message, that you were so accustomed to disappointment that you wouldn't have the courage to believe again. But I cried out to heaven for one more chance to reach you, and now that you are here, I need you to open your heart, because I am about to share something that could radically change the next. It's 11 days of your life and possibly prevent something devastating. Yes, devastating. Not because my goal is to scare you, but because I love you enough to warn you. There is a door in your life that is about to close, and another that is about to open. But here is the reality that most people only understand when it is too late. God closes doors that you asked him to open because he saw what you couldn't see. There was betrayal behind that smile, trap hidden in that proposal, disappointment disguised as opportunity. And even though you cried over the loss, heaven celebrated because it knew your life was being protected. And now, dear one, you are on a bridge between what is past and what is to come. That is why I'm here, because you need to be spiritually ready for what is coming. Pay close attention. Someone is planning to contact you before the end of this week. You will recognize them the moment they show up. It will be strange, unexpected. They may send you a message or appear in a way you did not anticipate. But their presence is not by chance. You must use your discernment. When they appear, you will feel peace or confusion within you. That feeling is me. It is heaven alerting or guiding you. Do not ignore your intuition this time. You have done so before, and you were hurt. Not this time. This time we will be with you. If this message is touching your heart, then pause and tune in, for you were meant to receive this. Heaven still has more to communicate. There is something else I need to share, something even deeper, There is a box, yes, a spiritual one, hidden in your soul, which has remained locked since your childhood. Inside that box are memories, dreams, things you buried just to survive. You told yourself no one would understand, but I understand. I see you even in the places where you hide from yourself. That moment when you thought about giving up, I was there. That plea you whispered in the darkness, believing no one heard you. I took it straight to heaven, and now God is about to reveal something that has been dormant within you for a long time. There is a spiritual legacy with your name engraved. On it, a calling, a destiny, something you came into this world for. But life's challenges, pain, fear, and loss have blocked that path. However, heaven is saying, no more delays. That is why you are here. That is why you are still reading. Something has awakened within you tonight. You may feel a chill or notice tears welling up. Allow them to come. This is not a sign of weakness, but of liberation. It is your spirit cleansing you. You are not going crazy. You are not broken. You are just remembering who you really are. But it is essential that you also know this. Someone is watching you closely right now on Earth, not with a critical eye, but with admiration. They see something divine in you and cannot explain their attraction to your energy. This is because you contain heaven within you. That is why you often feel so much, love so intensely, cry so deeply, and dream so grandly. Because you were never meant to live a small life, and they sense this, the presence around you. They may not understand that it is something angelic, but they will soon discover it. Stay with me, because there is one last issue I need to bring to your attention. There is a battle you have not entered, but you are part of it. A spiritual war in your home, in your relationships, and in your own mind. The confusion, the exhaustion, the unexpected arguments, the sudden twists and turns, this is not happening by chance. This is war, however. I am here to assure you that you are not alone. The next time that inner voice tells you that you are failing, I want you to declare out loud, I am protected, I am chosen, I am not alone. Because I, Michael, am watching over your home tonight, and I will not allow what is coming to bring you down. Can you feel it? That is peace beginning to flow where there was once fear. It is the heavens whispering, stay close, we are not done yet. And dear one, we are not done yet, not by a long shot. You're still here, and that has powerful meaning. It means that your soul recognized this message even before your mind understood it. That is how the divine works. There is no need for proof, only permission to receive this energy in your life. Write in the comments now, my heart is light, and no evil can resist this frequency. From that moment on, everything will change. Now that you have turned your attention to the sky, watch what is revealed. It's not in days, not in weeks, but starting tonight. That buzzing you feel in your ears, the trembling in your chest, that sudden change in your mood. These are not just perceptions, but signs, spiritual signs. This is confirmation that what I share does not belong to this world, but to the realm where your name was called with urgency. There is a prophecy linked to your name, one that was almost lost, but heaven managed to recover it. I myself carried it through realms of conflict to deliver it to you. This is your scroll, and I say this gently. Do not dare to discard it. There are prayers waiting for your awakening, prayers from your ancestors, from your mother's tears, from the sacrifice of your great-grandmother, from a man who, in a field with tears in his eyes, cried out to God, please protect the future of my family. That man never knew you, but you are the answer to his plea. You are the continuation of promises made many generations ago. That is why the adversary has done everything to wear you down, because if you ever fully believed in who you are, you would eliminate every curse your family has ever endured. And here's the truth. You have already done it. You just haven't realized it yet. At this very moment, spiritual resources are being prepared, especially to strengthen your journey. There's a set of divine tools created for individuals just like you, souls who are rediscovering their inner strength and need practical support to get through this transformation. The link to these resources can be found in the pinned comment or in the description. Because when heaven acts, it It provides everything you need to sustain the change that is taking place. And if this message has touched you so far, and you wish to help it reach others who are also on the brink, click thank you. This small gesture helps keep alive this mission of bringing light to those who have lost hope. Much gratitude. But the signs are about to manifest. In the next 72 hours, you will notice 3 things. The first will be a moment of unexpected calm. Time will seem to pass more slowly. You will look around and something will whisper, "This is a sign." That's when you pause, breathe, and listen. The second person will be someone, possibly a new figure or someone who has already been part of your life, who will bring up something that seems highly specific. You will feel as if the words are directed exclusively at you. And in fact, they are. The third occurrence will be a number, a date, or a name that will repeat itself incessantly. It may appear on your cell phone, on a receipt, in a stranger's conversation, or in your subconscious. When this happens, know that it is heaven announcing that the beginning is approaching. Stay alert, but listen carefully. This part is crucial. A storm is trying to form around your tranquility. It is not what it seems. It will come in the form of a distraction, a call, a mistake, a memory, and it will try to pull you back into old patterns. Do not give in. Do not return to what God has already taken from your life. You asked for freedom. Don't drag yourself back into chains under the guise of comfort. The enemy always appears disguised as something familiar. Need to be more discerning this time. You have evolved. You have transformed. Don't you feel it? You are not the same person you were even 2 months ago. Now you walk alongside angels. Friend, I need you to understand something profound. The reason you were isolated, pushed away, misunderstood, and even forgotten by those you trusted was not rejection, but redirection. They couldn't follow the path God was showing you. That's why they walked away. That is why everything fell apart. That is why no matter how hard you tried to keep everything intact, everything slipped through your fingers because heaven was eliminating false connections, and now you feel lighter. It may seem like you are alone, but loneliness is not a punishment, but a preparation. Soon, you will understand why you had to walk alone before your light could be recognized. You are being watched so closely now that every tear you shed is recorded, every sigh is noted, and every moment you thought of giving up. The heavens mobilized armies to surround you. In those moments, you may not have realized it, but if you could count the number of battles you have been protected from, you would fall to your knees in gratitude. You are not here by chance. You are here because you are chosen. Allow me to pause for a moment and express this gently. You have the right to rest. You do not need to prove your worth. You don't have to carry everyone's burden. You don't have to keep acting like you're okay just so others don't feel uncomfortable. You've been strong for so long, but now it's time for heaven to support you. Free yourself from what is suffocating you. Let it go now, right here, as you absorb these words. Let go of the guilt, the shame, the pressure, the confusion. None of that belongs to you anymore. I, Miguel, am taking it away from you as we speak. You may feel relieved now. You may even shed tears. This is not a sign of weakness. It is the weight being lifted from your soul. You did what you could. Now allow us to take you. Don't worry. Your time is not past. I understand that sometimes. It feels like you are behind, as if everyone else is moving forward, as if you have somehow failed. But you have not failed. You are not behind. You are being prepared. Some individuals blossom quickly, but you, dear one, are an oak tree. Deep roots, steady growth, firm in the storms. And now, after all you have faced, your time has come. Yes, it is time. It's time to embrace, time to forgive yourself, time to trust again, time to believe that your best chapters have not yet been written. They are just beginning, and they will be written in joy, in peace, in love, and in the overflow of heavenly blessings. You are about to enter places where your name has been mentioned even before you arrived. This is divine favor, and it is upon you now. You have no idea how much heaven loves you, not just for what you do, but for who you are. Even in your most difficult moments, you shine in the eyes of the Creator. Nothing you have ever done has ever excluded you from the love that formed the stars. And now, I want you to receive this with all your being. You are still worthy. Worthy of miracles, worthy of lasting love, worthy of health, of laughter, of peaceful nights, of pain-free mornings. No matter who tried to convince you otherwise, they were wrong. Now, write in the comments, "The presence of angels surrounds me and protects me in all my ways." This statement marks your courage, your faith, and your spiritual rebirth. Continuing the message, something sacred is about to happen in your home. I will not reveal when, but when it happens, you will know. A serenity will take over the environment. You will hear something, feel a presence. It may be subtle, it may be intense, but it will be real. And at that moment, I want you to whisper, "Thank you, Miguel. I am listening now, because I will be present and so will heaven." Now breathe. Dear one, because what I am about to share is something I have not been free to reveal until now. This part is sacred. This part is only for your soul. If you are still here, if your spirit has remained gentle and open enough to receive this, then you are the person heaven hoped would remain until the end. Because this last truth is not for the curious, but for the chosen ones. A moment is fast approaching when you will feel like giving up again. Yes, even after all this, even after receiving this message, because the spiritual battle often intensifies before the blessing arrives. It is a last-ditch effort by the forces that have been trying to prevent your destiny since birth. That is why you have always felt a little out of place, as if you did not belong, as if your emotions were heavier, and your happiness was delicate. This is not weakness, it is sensitivity, and that sensitivity is your superpower. Your adversary has not been able to undo your essence, even with all the pain. You still have hope, you still love, you still care, and that, my dear, makes you a threat to the darkness. There is something you don't know about yourself. Your life has already been a turning point for someone else. Someone watched you, someone listened to you, someone saw how you endured your pain and carried on, and it saved them. They couldn't tell you, but the heavens witnessed it, and now your reward is on its way. You will be rewarded for the silent strength you shared, for the nights you didn't sleep, for the way you remained present even when you were falling apart inside. A reward is being recorded on the timeline of your life. A divine event is being released into the atmosphere. I witnessed it. I stood before the throne and heard it announced, "Mark their names for blessing. They have endured long enough." That is time. It will begin subtly. A message, an opportunity, a new door. But the timing will be so perfect that you will smile and say, "That had to be God." And it truly will be, for God has been waiting for your readiness. It's not your perfection, just your willingness. And now you are ready. But remember this warning, for I speak with love. Do not return to what you were overcoming. Not this time. No, it is tempting to return to the pain that is familiar, to the messages of people who do not know how to love you, to the old habits that numb but never heal. But if you return now, you will delay what heaven is already trying to offer you. You must move forward, even if you are afraid, even if you cry as you go. Move forward anyway, because everything you have ever wanted is not behind you but ahead. Of you and I want to tell you something unusual, something sacred. You will laugh again. And it won't be that laugh you fake around people who don't really see you. I am referring to the kind of laughter that comes from so deep within you that it surprises you. That is the laughter of someone who has triumphed. It is the laughter of someone who has finally remembered their essence. And that laughter has the power to release chains on the spiritual plane. I want you to prepare yourself. But not with fear, but with hope. In the next 14 days, there will be a moment when it will seem like the heavens have just opened up in your life. It may happen gently or like a flash of lightning. When it does, remember this message, these words, and keep in mind that I told you, this is not mere coincidence. This is the moment that the heavens had planned from the beginning. And if you felt that this message touched your heart in a real way, remember, supporting this mission is also a form of love. If you feel it in your heart, click thank you so that more people can receive messages that heal. Welcome and bring out the best. Now, I want to share one last secret, and if you forget everything I've said, don't forget this. You are never alone, even in the quiet of the night. Even when your phone remains silent, even when it seems that no one understands you, you are surrounded by love, light, angels, and the presence of a God who is deeply in love with your soul. He doesn't expect you to be flawless. He just wants you to be open, to believe again, to trust once more, because this time it's genuine. Archangel Michael is not just a name. I am your shield, your guardian, your reminder that the heavens are still fighting for you, that the heavens have not forgotten you, that your story is not over. It has only just begun, and the next chapter will be very different from the last. Close. Your eyes now whisper these words aloud, even if they sound crazy. I receive, I release, I rise. Allow them to resonate. Let them be your new beginning. And when you wake up tomorrow, the transformation will already be underway. The heavens have already moved in your favor. Miracles are closer than your next breath. Just wait, and you will see. And you will see. Everything is about to change. I will be by your side tonight, tomorrow, always. Archangel Michael. And even now, as you stand in this sacred space with me, I want you to know you are not late. I've not missed your miracle. You were always meant to discover this at the exact moment you found it. This message represents a hidden letter folded through time, a heavenly insignia inscribed in the folds of eternity, and you have just unwrapped it. Your spirit already knew, even if your mind hesitated, because the soul always remembers what the world tries to make us forget. We are loved without limits and never left behind, and dear one. It is crucial that you hear this now more than ever. What is to come will not be like what has gone before. The pain you have endured was not a form of punishment, but a preparation. You had to go through the dark nights to learn to hold on to the light when it appeared. You needed to feel unloved by others to recognize the moment when God brings someone who accepts you exactly as you are, and they are on their way. It's not just in a romantic sense, but your community of souls. People who will see not your mask or your performance, but the true essence of who you are. And you won't have to fight for their attention. You won't have to diminish yourself to make them feel comfortable. You won't have to justify your wounds. They will love the part of you that was previously rejected, because they were sent to you by a higher power. There is a new chapter approaching, one where you are not constantly struggling to survive, where money does not seem scarce, where you do not beg the world for understanding. That's what's coming. Stability, tranquility, abundance, but above all, alignment. A kind of alignment where you don't have to ask, is this right? Because your whole being, your whole essence will answer yes in a loud and unquestionable. Whispered this time, it will be different, because it really is. But before this chapter truly begins, I need to ask you one thing. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for what you didn't know, for what you accepted, for what you gave to the wrong people, for the time you stayed, for the silent nights when your spirit cried out, for the way you treated yourself when you were exhausted and hurt. Forgive yourself. Not because you were wrong to feel broken, but because your healing begins the moment you say, I did the best I could with what I knew, and now I'm ready to start loving myself again. This is a sacred moment right now, between you and me. The universe is paying attention. The universe is recording every tear that falls as you read this, every trembling breath. Every memory that surfaces is being cared for in divine hands. You are not just in the process of recovery. You are in transformation. You are progressing, leaving behind the weight of an old identity that no longer fits into the future that is emerging. And yes, I understand that you feel afraid. It is natural to be afraid. It is normal to be unclear about what lies ahead. You don't need to have the whole plan mapped out. You just need to take the next step with confidence, and I will be by your side. For you, guiding, protecting, whispering softly when everything becomes too hectic, you will recognize my presence. You will feel the tranquility. You will experience peace that defies logic. This is how angels work, not in turmoil, but in clarity. Not in fear, but in certainty. Let me remind you of something else, for I see. The part of you that questions, what if I'm not ready? My dear, you are. You are more ready than you have ever been. Ready to receive. Ready to be recognized. Ready to stop hiding. Ready to stop settling. Ready to stop living a life that feels like a silent apology. You did not come into this world to apologize for your existence. You were born to illuminate it. Look around you right now. There are messages in the light, in the numbers, in the wind, in the unexpected kindness of a stranger, in the synchronicity that continues to manifest itself in situations you previously considered mere coincidence, but which were actually divine interventions. Nothing happens by chance. Everything is preparing you. And now, this message serves as your definitive confirmation. The transformation has already begun. Soon people will ask, how did everything change so quickly? And you will smile silently and reply, it began. The moment I heard what the heavens were trying to tell me, and I didn't ignore it this time. That will be your story. Those who abandoned you in your difficult times will watch your rise from afar, however. Those who remained, who prayed, who cared for you in silence will be by your side. Because not everyone deserves access to this new phase. And you are finally understanding that this is not resentment, but knowledge. You are one step away from achieving it, so close that I can see and feel it. Now I share one last prophecy with you. An opportunity will arise in the next 9 days. It will be small. It will seem like an invitation that could go unnoticed. But if your soul is attentive, you will recognize it. You will feel an impulse. You will hear a whisper. This opportunity will lead to the first miracle of this new phase. It may be financial, emotional, or relational, but it will change something essential in your life. And when it happens, don't hesitate. Say yes, go through it. And in that moment, when fear arises, when doubt sets in, place your hand on your heart, close your eyes and declare, Miguel, I trust you. God, I am ready. Then watch the heavens move. The message is now complete. The scroll has been delivered. The angels celebrate. The heavens find peace because you have finally listened, finally opened up. And I, Michael, can return to the throne and announce, Dear one, you have listened, we are ready. Walk in peace now. Walk with power. Walk with the full awareness that you are seen, chosen, protected, and intensely loved. The page has turned. The night has come to an end. Now, stand up. And as your eyes absorb these final words, I want you to feel something beyond language. I want you to realize what I feel when I look at you. Admiration, it's not pity nor shame, just admiration. You have no idea how strong your soul really is, do you? You've survived storms that were meant to sink you. You've gone through periods of silence that could have broken you, but you're still here reading this. Breathing, searching, hoping. Do you understand what that means? It means your light hasn't gone out yet. In fact, you were only dimming it for those who couldn't bear your brightness, but that cycle is over. From now on, I need you to shine brightly. No more justifying the space you occupy. No more shrinking to fit into environments that were never meant for your essence. You were never meant to blend in. You were born to bring the luminescence of the sky to the darkness. And there is still time. That is the lie that darkness wants you to believe. That you have already lost. That you are too late. That the opportunity is gone. But I am here, standing as a guardian between temporal dimensions, to affirm that the doors remain open. The promises still breathe. The love you long for, the calling you came into this world to fulfill, the serenity you thought you would never feel again, all of this is still laid out on your journey. But only if you keep going. Only if you stop looking back. There's nothing useful there right now. Let history remain in the past. You no longer belong there. You belong to the light that shines before you. And I won't be dishonest with you. The road ahead will still contain challenges, moments that will try to shake your very core. But now you carry knowledge that you didn't have before. You are not alone on this journey. You have been marked, protected, enveloped. From now on, that which tried to tear you down will retreat. That which tried to silence you will lose its power, because now you walk with angelic authority, because you remembered who you really are. And, more crucially, where you truly belong. You are not here by accident. You are born with fire. In your soul and sky in your lungs, Your voice emanates a frequency. Your dreams carry prophecies. That is why you have been under attack for so long. The adversary only focuses on destroying what threatens him. You, dear one, scare him. So now, I ask you one more thing. Not for me, but for your future. Please, do not silence yourself again. Speak your truth, seek your purpose, pray with courage, love intensely, believe boldly. And when doubt arises, when old wounds whisper lies, return to this message. Reread every word. Allow them to flow over you like water from heaven. Let them remind you of tonight, the night you realized that God never stopped choosing you, not once, not for a moment. And that divine gift I mentioned earlier is already unfolding. You felt it, a softness, an awareness, a warmth in your heart that you can't explain. That's the first wave. The next ones will come one by one in surprising ways. Stay alert, stay grateful, stay expectant. Because when heaven begins a process, it completes. You are not broken, you are just revealing yourself. You are not lost, you are being guided. You are not forgotten. You are being remembered by realms that do not mention your name in vain. And tonight, as you rest, angels will whisper about your home. They will protect your windows. They will stand beside your bed. You may feel a breeze. You may hear a voice in your dreams. You may sense a presence right beside you. Do not be afraid. It is us. It is me. It is heaven watching over those who have finally consented. And if this spiritual movement has impacted your life in any way, if you have felt clarity, acceptance, or even relief, click thank you. Click thank you. This act strengthens this chain of light and allows these messages to reach others who, like you, were also on the edge. Now breathe, dear one. Let go of everything you believed was necessary. Allow the divine version of yourself to rise from the ashes. Allow the light to enter. Allow the miracles to begin. And above all, never forget this. The moment you said yes to this message, the heavens reacted, chains were broken, cycles ended, timelines changed, doors opened, and Archangel Michael stood. By your side, sword raised, eyes shining with light, proclaiming, "This one is ready now. This one is marked. This one is chosen." The message is sealed now, not in ink, but in spirit. Let your soul carry it wherever you go, and when the time comes to rise with courage. For the world has not yet witnessed the full power of a heart that has been healed by heaven. That heart is now yours. Use it, love with it, lead with it, shine with it. I promise you. This is only the beginning, Archangel Michael. Even now I sense your spirit calming. The part of you that was restless is silent, and the part of you that was doubting is softening. This is not because of me. It is because deep down your soul always knew that this moment was coming. You did not know when, or how, or in what form it would come. But here it is. And your spirit said yes before your lips could speak the words. This is faith. This is trust. That is what moves mountains. And dear one, you are about to witness a mountain move in your life. It has been there for too long, hasn't it?
Blocking your view.
Making you question if there is anything on the other side. You prayed, you begged, you waited. At times it seemed like no answer was coming. But what you didn't realize is that while you were waiting for God, He was preparing you. For what? It's for the weight of the miracle. It's for the greatness of the blessing. For the responsibility of carrying more light. Some people want the crown, but they don't want the calling. However, you have already paid the price with your tears, your silence, and your patience. Now heaven will recognize what you have endured in silence. The mountain will move, not by force, but by grace. You are entering a new phase where things will start to happen without you having to run, beg, or break yourself to make them happen. Why? Because God is tired of seeing you suffer for doors that were never meant for you. Now, the right doors will open, not by effort, but by alignment. And when that happens, people will comment. They will say, "How did they do that?" They will say, "I never thought they would get this far." They'll say, "I should have treated them better." Let them talk. You are not in this phase to prove anything. You are here to receive everything. What was stolen will be returned. What was delayed will be accelerated. What was broken will be rebuilt, stronger than before. But more importantly, What was lost in your heart will be restored. Your peace, your joy, your sense of security in the world. That childlike faith, that hope you buried, that flame that went out when life got tough. You are not just healing, you are becoming whole again. And here is a truth you have waited your whole life to hear. You no longer need to earn love. Not from other people, not from God, not even from yourself. You have been enough from the moment you came into this world. Your breath is proof of that love. Your existence is testimony. You are not a mistake. You are not hard to love. You are not too sensitive, too loud, or not enough. You are perfectly made, just the way you are. Please hold this truth close to your heart as you move forward into tomorrow. Because the world will try to make you forget it again, but don't let it. Preserve your spirit, protect your light, treat yourself with kindness when the storms return. And remember, this message is a pact, a promise that heaven will continue to keep, appearing again and again until you believe it for yourself. Tonight, before you lie down, I want you to say one last thing out loud. Even if your voice trembles, even if your heart still questions, say this: I am ready now, sky. I give you permission. Surprise me with what comes next, when you will. Be surprised, dear one, in the kindest, most sacred, and unexpected ways. A message, a dream, a number, a discovery, a tranquility you had forgotten was possible. It will come not because you deserve it, but because you are loved, and because you have finally consented. Now, I close this scroll and return to my place with joy in my wings, for the mission is complete. You have received, you have heard heaven, you have consented. And the angels rejoice when a heart remembers its true essence. You are that heart, and heaven will never stop loving you for it. Rest now, smile again. Allow the night to envelop you safely, for the future is no longer something to be feared. It is something to be awaited with hope. And I, Archangel Michael, will be here when the next message arrives. We'll know when the time comes. Until then, walk in the light, chosen one. You are deeply loved, you are divinely protected, and you will never, ever be alone. Even when this message comes to an end, the energy it carries will remain around you. This is how divine words work. They do not disappear. They remain. They take root. They awaken. And from this moment on, your life will never be the same. You will enter environments in a different way. You will notice signs where others see nothing. You will perceive guidance in silence. You will feel presences where there was once pain. Why? Because now your eyes are open, your heart is aligned, and your soul has remembered something the world tried to persuade you to forget. You were never ordinary. You were chosen. And when heaven decides for you, it doesn't matter who may have ignored you. If you've come this far with me, if this message has touched something deep within you, I want to invite you to something special. This is not just an online community. We are a true spiritual family, united by the same light that brought you here. In the comments below, share your story. Tell us what you learned from this video and how it affected your life. Your words may be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. When we share our stories, we strengthen each other and create a chain of hope that goes beyond what we can see. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because now you are part of this family. Families take care of each other. More messages are on the way. More revelations are being prepared, especially for hearts like yours. Hearts ready for a complete awakening of who you truly are. And always remember, you are not just watching these videos, you are participating in a spiritual movement that is transforming lives around the world. Your presence here is important. Your story is important. You are important. Welcome to the family, dear one. I can't wait to hear how heaven will surprise you in the coming days.